I think that last night was probably one of the coldest nights we've had so far. So that's always going to be a concern when you've got plants outside in your greenhouse. It dropped down to around -4. And they've also predicted that tonight it could drop as low as -6. And a lot of your plants won't survive -6 unless they've got maximum protection. So first thing this morning, need to go up to the greenhouse and probably double fleece or add extra bubble wrap to everything, just to give it as much protection as we can over the next coming week, because from what I've seen, it's not going to get any better. So let's go and have a walk up garden and see if there's any damage today. Well, it's definitely a cold one this morning. Hopefully these plants haven't got too much damage to them. Fuchsia's took a bit of an hit, but it's done well, to be fair, to last this long. Let's see what greenhouses are like. Well, they've took a bit of a hit. That one's been half eaten. It's a pity these cold temperatures aren't killing slugs. So they're a bit limp, they've gone dark leafed, but I'm pretty sure they'll pick back up. It's not bothered spring onions at all. And like I said, freeze a few slugs while you're at it. Red cabbage, they've took a bit of an hit. They could be worse though. That Savoy looks alright. Let's go and check all the greenhouse. And these ones don't look too bad actually. Seem to be holding their own. You can see that darkness appearing on leaves. And that one's fine. So a couple that's been hit, and it's knocked them down, but it's not going to kill them. They'll recover. But I might have to put some fleece over these as well, because if them temperatures get any lower, we're going to have big problems. And this one's already all fleeced up, but I've got a feeling that over the next few days it's not going to be enough. Let's check these out over here. They don't look very good. Chinese cabbage. It's dropped a bit limp. Again, they'll recover, but you've got to keep your eye on them with these temperatures. And it must have dropped really cold last night, because these are carrots. And normally at cold, don't bother carrots at all. But it's knocked them down. But I'm pretty sure they'll recover. So I'll best get the fleece off these plants and have a look at them. The ones that's not been fleeced, I've definitely took that hit. So hopefully, because these have got that little bit of extra protection, they'll be alright. From what I can see, there's quite a few that have gone limp and started to go dark, even with that protection of that really thick fleece that I'm using. So we're definitely going to have to put something else on top, because it's not enough. So just have a quick look. Again, you can see how it's knocked them back. Even them parsnips aren't happy with temperatures at the moment. What's that potato plant doing? Well, that looks worse than it did the other day. Broad beans don't look too bad. That one's not very good, but the majority of them actually look okay. Let's avoid cabbages, they seem alright as well. But I think overall we're going to have to add an extra layer of protection to these, or else they're definitely not going to make it. And I have got a roll for bubble wrap as it happens, so I think we're better add bubble wrap to this, so we don't end up with no plants. Any kind of protection like this has got to be worth trying. I'm just going to drop that fleece back over the top of that bubble wrap. So that's a double layer of protection. There's not much more we can do than that. Even that thick fleece hasn't stopped that frost getting to these plants. So we'll add that layer of bubble wrap to it, the fleece back on top, double layering it, and just hope for the best. And we'll do the same to this side before I go back in as well. Because they can get hit by frost and it'll knock them down. But they do get back up as the temperatures slightly increase through the day, even by only a couple of degrees. But if they're completely unprotected and they constantly get hit with these temperatures, especially that pending -6, they'll definitely not pull through. So obviously indoors everything's looking alright. Still things growing slow due to that lack of natural sunlight, but they'll get there. But at least we've got these sorted out today. I'll get that extra bubble wrap put on those, get that fleece back over, and then it'll be fingers crossed and hope for the best. Hope these plants pull through. And if you've got plants like this and you've only got a thin layer of protection on it, if you possibly can, just put anything over the top to protect them. If you've made a frame like we have and you've got a layer of something over, use an old blanket, a piece of tarp, anything, just to try and keep that frost at bay. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.